it's Wes
and Chanda,
and welcome to
DinkLife. So we're still in Chicago for the weekend, as you can see by my clothes, still the same day that we went to the shed. But the second thing that was on our CityPASS that we chose to do, I guess I should say, is an architectural sightseeing tour, and it's on the river. This is Shoreline sightseeing. That's what comes with the CityPASS. And you just like we did with Shed, you just go on and schedule a time that's available that you want to take the boat. They ask that you get here 15 minutes early and line up so that everybody can get on, and then the boat takes off. And we're just going to cruise down the river and see some of the architectural sites of Chicago. So come along with us and see what's happening.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, I think the price of this was $40 too. So
well,
just so
there
you know.
go. So if you're paying individually, there you go.
And we are waiting now to get on our boat here for our hour-and-a-half boat tour.
A few amenities on board today. We do have the restrooms and the bar. Straight down the stairs in the back, you'll find Olivia, your bartender. She's down there serving up beer, wine.
Hello. And guys, you guys have beautiful weather out here. So let's try that again. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Hey, that's so much better. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome aboard. It is modeled after La Giralda Tower in Sevilla, Spain. The building to the left-hand side is from 1928. The building to the right-hand side is from 1932. The bridge that unites them both together on the 14th floor is from 1934. I bet you cannot guess the name of the building we're going to talk about next. How did you know? It's very hard to miss it. Now, coming up right in front of us, this is in fact the Trump Tower. Now, the Trump Tower is our second tallest building here in our Chicago skyline. It stands at 1,388. So coming up right in front of us and over here to our right-hand side, this is Marina City, everybody. Marina City kind of looks like two giant corn on the cobs. Now, Bertrand Goldberg really thought of himself somewhat of a social scientist. And what does that mean? It means that at the time, you're going to be able to live a full life within it without necessarily having to leave it. And so he did. Notice the marina here down below to your right hand side. Yeah, we're very concerned. Hey, we don't want you falling into the Chicago River. That's disgusting. And if you're like, hey, but no car has actually fallen from Marina City into the Chicago River. It's all the way up to the 17th floor, and a car nose-dived into the Chicago River. Hey, don't worry, friends. There was nobody inside of that car, but it did make a huge splash. I guess that's all that matters. I don't know. Now coming up though, right in front of us and over here to our right-hand side, this is the grandfather of buildings on our tour. From 1914, this is the Reed Murdoch Commission and Encyclopedia Britannica. I know, they're still around. Which we're going to be discussing quite a lot on this tour. Has deep dark inset windows and long vertical lines that make the building seem a lot taller than it actually is. Think late 1920s, early 1930s. All the money in the world, and how lavish can you be with our great Gatsby dreams and your flappy girl? It's a dad joke. I didn't write it. But get it? L-line. Elevated. Let that work as a warning for you. Everything else is gonna go downhill after that, and you can't be mad at me because I just warned you. So you're welcome. Welcome everybody to Wolf Point. This is the point of the river where all three branches coincide. As we were just on the main branch, you have the North Branch. Now as we start making our way towards the North Branch, let's talk about this building that's standing currently right in front of us and over here to our left-hand side. Its monthly membership is $250. What does that mean? It means I don't have a membership. But if any of you do, let me be your +1. I would love to see the inside of that building. Hey everybody. Before we keep on talking about buildings, let's talk about it's like a tuning fork. It also kind of looks like a Y. This is 150 North Riverside. Now 150 North Riverside kind of looks like a tuning fork, right? I had to do that. And if you're like, that's okay, Liam, how about they just push the building closer to the river? Yeah, I guess, but Chicago actually has a zoning law, a 30-foot setback that allows for that space in between to remain for the public. But notice how the building itself is still taking advantage of all the possible airspace. Look up. I wave hello to my evil twin. Hello, Liam! Even that's enough. During the height of COVID-19, very mindful, very demure about its illnesses and diseases. All surfaces are antimicrobial. So they're part of the tour because we are traveling back in time. All of the following buildings are in chronological order, and thank you, architecture gods. Because no, it was not on purpose. It just sort of happened that way, which makes it even cooler in my eyes, at least. How about her later on? For now, let's focus over here to your right. This is the 2 North Riverside Plaza. 2 North Riverside Plaza was the home of the Chicago Daily News at the time, so the exterior of the building is a true nod to journalistic history, from the hieroglyphs all the way international style, because theoretically you could pluck the building up, put it anywhere else in the world, and the building will continue to make perfect sense. Which is to say that a lot of travelers at the time were sleeping inside of international style buildings. They would wake up and they didn't know what with contextualism, everybody. Same with the Trump Tower, yeah? Now, congratulations, friends. You've survived your travel back in time. Gotham City Bank, everybody. Now, the Old Main Post Office is from 1932. Deep dark inset windows and long vertical lines that make the building seem a lot taller than it actually is with 19. And it cost them $900 million. I know, right? To renovate the whole building. This is the story of the Great Chicago Fire. But how did it start, right? Yeah. How did you know? They did. Yeah, they did blame an Irish woman by the name of Catherine O'Leary, but not Catherine O'Leary herself, because that would have been too easy. They blamed Catherine O'Leary's cow. I had a person one time look at me and be like, Liam, I want a whole lot better. And I was like, no. Because I don't want to have any beef with you, so please. Man, the city might be the land, and so on and so on and so on. Now, the man who spearheaded...
There's the Summer of George.
Was described to me as a giant Jenga tower or a giant Frogger building. All the above and many more, I guess. It was all together in a big group hug. 2 antennas at the top. This is the Sears Tower, everybody. Our tallest building in our skyline. Now, the Sears Tower, I want you to notice first that it is not one singular tower, but 9, all together in a big group hug, all of different heights. Now, let's talk about the name of it, right? Some of you might be thinking, Leah, you keep saying Sears. I look it up on Google. Inside one of these 5 glass boxes and look down 1,353 feet down to the letters U and V share the letters in the late 1600s. But enough about you, more about the Civic. The Civic is actually shaped like a throne. Now, 150 North Riverside has our second anti-sway technology all the way at the top, has 6 to 12 tanks filled with hundreds and thousands of gallons of water. And this is your second anti-sway technology known. We're saying good night to the North Branch right in front of us. Welcome back to Wolf Point. Now, Wolf Point was in fact a giant part of the beautiful sky above. It is a site-specific building keeping us. It's called movie magic. They shot that elsewhere. The entire facade of the merchandise mart. It is one of the only free and permanent art installations here in the United States. It is called Art on the Mart. Now, Art on the Mart.
It's wacky. This Riverwalk took over 100 years to build.
But hey, you're not wrong, because today you are on the river, which means that today you are this show. Congratulations, friends. And you can wave hello to your beautiful audience and be like, hello, we're back, and pretend
Got little shields so debris don't fall on you out the bridge.
Because I don't know about you, but that's kind of off. A 55-plus whacker is a style of architecture known as brutalism. Brutalism has rough and raw concrete on the exterior of the building. There's a gold
There's a
top
fancy
all the way
little
at the top.
boat.
That is the Carbide and Carbon building. Now, the Carbide and Carbon building is another art.
It's a
Friends,
cool
that
building
gold
back there.
top all the way at the top, that's real 24 karat gold. Tallest buildings in the world, like the Burj Khalifa, which is like a Sears Tower on top of another tower, everybody. Now, the Tribune Tower was originally the home of the Chicago Tribune newspaper. So the publisher at the time wanted to have the most beautiful commercial building in town. And coming up right in front of us and over here to our left-hand side, though, you look all the way at the top, you will see the peacock logo.
Oh, yeah.
You might be thinking, okay, yeah, the NBC Tower, but It is also our third tallest building in our skyline. It stands at 1,198 feet tall. That is 365 meters tall. Is it completely empty? No, she did not forget those. Don't worry, we're not gonna go underneath it. You're fine. The face of worry. Hey, it's okay if you didn't laugh because the setup was like 30 minutes ago. Also, if you're like Liam, your jokes are terrible, please make them end. Your wish is my command because that was the last bad joke of this tour.
All right, everybody, so we just finished up our Shoreline sightseeing tour, and it was not quite an hour and a half, about 75 minutes
I think
or
that's
so.
what you said. It was going to be about 75.
Yeah, and it was exactly that. But it was really cool. You did get to see a lot of things along the river. Like I said, we have the CityPASS, so it came along with the price of it, and everything we were doing with the CityPASS was, like I said, roughly about $45 each. So
Yeah.
really, by the time you add it up, you do save if you get the CityPASS. If you're going to more than one museum, or if you're going to do more than one activity, I would say get it. This thing was really fun. The guide was very lively.
Yeah, the guide was super. And there was a lot of super informative history stuff that was really interesting about some of the buildings.
Yeah, the whole thing was just really cool and interesting. We've done something similar like on the Seine, and someday we're going to do it on the Thames. I've been to London enough, I can't believe I haven't done that. But I just love these things because it gives you some of the history of the city and like tells you how it's progressing and what's going on. But it was a really good time, and I mean, if you've got a couple hours in your day and you need something to do, I definitely recommend this tour. And just remember, as always,
whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.